our policies and our laws are being completely abused. And in the current administration, we have a policy of open borders that is causing unbelievable crime.
Biden administration's open border policies have caused incalculable human cost. Open border policies have wreaked havoc on American communities.
The House majority continues to claim that the border is somehow wide open, a myth that we have disproved time and time again through testimony by frontline officials here in front of this committee. The border is not open, never has been. I don't want to remind the people and the people that are watching, the American public, that every member of the Republican House majority, they actually voted to eliminate the Shelter and Services Program, which provides the most effective federal support for border communities. Border communities actually need more support, not less. But I want to actually focus on something, Mr. Beer. Republicans continue this narrative that's apparently easy to immigrate to the U.S. and anyone can access a legal pathway.
More
so I want to turn to
a
chart which you actually submitted in your written testimony, and how you actually describe how you can actually enter and actually go through the immigration process. Mr. Beard, this looks not simple and quite complex. Can you briefly explain to the committee what I'm actually looking at here?
Right. So this is a flow chart. You start at the top. You have to first get vaccinated, go through all the baseline requirements to immigrate. You can't be a serious criminal. You have to go through the security checks. That's all very difficult. That's even before you get to the pathways that are available. The refugee program, got 100 million displaced people around the world.
Absolutely.
The United States took 25,000 of those.
100 million.
The family-based system. We have first the diversity lottery. That's 32 million applicants for 55,000 slots. Family sponsored. We got 7 million people waiting in a backlog.
And Mr. Beer,
7 million.
Absolutely. And I think
backlog.
This does not describe at all what my Republican colleagues describe as a system that is actually easy to navigate for folks coming into this country. Nor, I believe, does this actually show a welcoming and humane immigration system at work?
Absolutely not.
Mr. Beard,
they said this is inhumane.
Process that's easy and straightforward to navigate, because it certainly doesn't look that way to me.
Oh, it's incredibly difficult.
And are these current pathways, as we have them here up on this factually accurate description of how
listen to what he says
works? Do you think this is functioning properly?
Absolutely not. It's breaking down at every single stage.
And so I want to clarify, and you mentioned some of this, in a refugee program, for example, we admit 25,000 out of a global refugee population of 100 million. That's less than 1%. In fact, 0.01%. We'd be the 57th as far as accepting refugees in the world. Not the first, as some of the House majority appear to believe, but we're actually the 57th in the world of accepting refugees. Employer-sponsored green cards have a backlog of over 1.4 million, and it's virtually impossible to obtain those without very high wage offers. We have a labor shortage in this country, something that was not being addressed. And the diversity green card lottery offers entrants just a 0.2% chance of receiving a green card. So this is a very complex system that we currently have. I want to, though, just maybe turn to a simpler chart that maybe more folks can understand.
Listen to what he says.
Now, my colleagues on the other side continue to demonize and scapegoat immigrants. But am I correct that immigrants are actually far less likely to commit crimes than the native-born American population that this chart clearly shows?
That's right. In fact, this data comes from the Census Bureau. You know, this isn't collected by the Cato Institute. And it's backed up by a lot of other research besides just the measurement here, which is who's incarcerated in the United States.
Thank you. And I want to be clear, we have, of course, legal immigrants here. We have undocumented immigrants, illegal immigrants that's listed at least on this chart.
Did you hear what he said? You have a white man and an immigrant who has made it into Congress. Listen.
And the native-born Americans, which clearly shows that actually the most crime that's committed in the United States is not from legal immigrants, it's not from undocumented immigrants, it's actually from native-born Americans. Now, Mr. Beer, I know that my colleagues continue to spread propaganda about chaos at the border. Isn't it also true that border communities are actually safer than other communities? Isn't that also factually correct?
That's right. They have a lower crime rate.
And the FBI crime...
Border communities are safer than American communities. Border communities where the illegal people are safer. And you wonder why those people are supporting Donald Trump. Let's let him finish. Let's let him toot his horn.
data also shows this as well. Isn't that correct?
That's right.
So thank you. I just wanted to close. I came to the U.S. as a young child, immigrated here to the United States. I love this country. It's the best country on earth. I hope we're able to build a country that welcomes other young people like myself. We can actually contribute, give back, become a teacher, and one day serve in Congress. With that, I yield.
And one day serve in Congress. Because with him serving in Congress, he's going to make sure that he changes those laws so that 100 million people like him can come to this country. And you ask why MAGA is supporting Donald Trump. Are you people out of your fucking minds?
It's back to...
Have you people lost your minds? Y'all lost your minds. But y'all don't want to give us our money, our reparations, and money for the people so that the American citizens in this country can come out of poverty. Y'all want to keep supporting people like that senator so he can sit in there and get enough of him in there, replace your white dumbasses with enough of people like him. Right? Because Biden ain't doing nothing but putting a whole bunch of Hispanics in his administration in these lifetime positions. And anybody he put in there as black is really, they Haitians or some type of Jamaican. He ain't putting nobody black in there. But you white people are afraid of us, black people, getting reparations that y'all were supposed to give us so we can come out of poverty. Y'all afraid to give white people reparations. Y'all afraid to give money for the people to the white people, the poor white people and the middle class white people in this country. Money for the People Act. And those people that have already been in this country, those immigrants that have been here, that qualify, that's not going to send money out the country, you're scared to help us establish ourselves in this country. Because when I say it, people say, this lady don't know what she's talking about. This lady is crazy. But y'all don't realize how much of our money, our tax dollars, is being sent out of this country. And you got all of these foreigners coming to this country. And I'm talking about Spanish people, because Spanish people are Americans, bringing us out of poverty. Y'all don't want to bring the people that are Americans out of poverty. Y'all want to let people like that senator, whose name I forgot now, come to this country as a child, as an immigrant, and a lot of them are already here, get in the office, change those immigration rules, change those asylum rules, and bring 100,000 motherfuckers to this country. Like him. You don't got to worry about black. You don't have to worry about Italian. You don't have to worry about Irish. You don't have to worry about African. You ain't got to worry about none of that. You don't have to worry about Spanish. You don't got to worry about Puerto Rican. Because they're going to outnumber us. They're going to outbaby us. They're going to outvote us. Or because y'all don't want to give reparations and money for the people to the Americans that are here. And that is why those people, they don't give a fuck if y'all convict Donald Trump of murder. You hear me? They don't give a fuck what y'all do with Donald Trump. They still gonna vote for him. But see, Donald Trump fucked up because he went against the country. He cannot be president. He cannot be made president. And he should not be, because he's dangerous. He may not like those people, but he like the other people. And the other people are going to get rid of y'all faster than them people going to get rid of y'all. Y'all just don't realize it yet. You're putting all your stock and your eggs in the basket of Donald Trump. Donald Trump going to get rid of you white motherfuckers. He don't like y'all. He like the people that's white like his wife. And they want y'all land. They don't want y'all here. I just wish that the racism would go away. But it's not going to go away because it's based on greed. Y'all have a nice day.